Hey everybody, this is a video that I've been thinking about doing for a long time, and it's just in the past year or so, it really seems to be accelerating out the gate. TLDR, TLDW, you didn't watch the video. If you haven't started a Pokemon business by this time, and I've been saying it for 5 years now, how to start it and what to do and blah, blah, blah. And the train is leaving the station. Now, that's not to say that you won't ever have opportunity. You probably will have opportunity forever doing this, unless the market dies, and there's nothing you could have done even if you were really heavily into it, right? But in the past year, I mean, I've been seeing people who are growing even more, learning more. They're always doing the plays. They're always doing them right. Now, they might have losses here and there, but the people who are in it and who have been in it for years, they're learning stuff. It's becoming more optimized. This market is becoming more optimized, whether you like it or not or don't believe it. It definitely is. More and more people are doing the same plays over and over, and they're doing it better. They're doing it more efficiently, and those are usually just a lot of silent people. These people don't even have Instagram or YouTube. They're just, as I talk about YouTube, I'm like moving around as a professional YouTuber, right? And that's not to say like the guys who have been in it for years and years and years, who you guys might know, and these guys are just becoming better at what they're doing, while a lot of people sit on the sidelines. They kind of watch the same videos, and it's like, well, when should I start? And if you look at something like sports cards, I mean, a lot of the guys, these big vendors, these big stores, these guys who have a whole lot of clients and connections and relationships, and they just seem, no matter what, they always seem to get the lowest price and stuff. I mean, they're all like old guys, right? Now, I say all. This is just, I'm exaggerating, of course. But, for the most part, these guys with these massive collections, these massive inventory, they seem to do whatever they want, selling on whatever platform they want. They have so much there, and they built up such a execution of their strategies, as well as just knowing the market, being able to see something and knowing exactly what to do. And for the most part, they're all these old guys. And this industry is still young, right? I am an old guy in this industry. I'll be 37 in a few months. I'm on the old side, right? I'm approaching 40 over here. For the most part, a lot of these people, and I know it because these are the people that I see, these are the people I talk to, I could look at my analytics, and the people who watch these videos, they're all in their 20s and 30s, mostly mid-20s to higher end. The bell curve would be, the end would be like 25 to 35. So I'm past the bell curve. I'm one of the old people in this industry. Most people are seen to be in their early 30s, maybe late 20s. We're not to old guy status yet, right? But the train is leaving the station. I'm seeing just so much more optimization, so much more people know exactly kind of what plays to do, be it how to buy the modern stuff at the cheapest, when to sell it, where's the lowest fees. A lot of people are confused on its, it's like, we sell, golden and pristine auctions. I saw an Instagram post, and it's like, and I'm sure Heritage says the same thing. I don't know if they do, as well as PWCC. All these, they also say like, oh, we give 0% fees, and these people who are, that's not 0% fee. They sell an item for $10,000, you get $10,000, but it was 20% buyer's premium, so it was $12,000, and they got $2,000 to keep for themselves. There is a fee, but anyway, that's just a side tangent rant. But there's a whole lot of stuff that people are learning exactly how to grade, what to grade, how to sell it, how to buy it, how to do it, what timing to do it, and it's just becoming a lot more optimized. So if you haven't done it for years and you want to do it for years, the train's leaving the station. It's going. So it's not there yet, but the players, the big guys who have like thrown everything into it, I mean, they're already gone, right? I mean, they already have their 5,000, 10,000, 50,000 feedback. You're starting from zero. When you get to 5,000 feedback, they're probably going to have 150,000. You're gone. Someone who wants to buy a single at the same price from them or you are just going to buy from them. That's just the way it is. you've lost out on that. And that's just the way it is. That's just how the cookie crumbles. That just is what it is. But there's still inroads you can make on. Not everybody can do the same thing at the same thing. Maybe you can always undercut. Maybe you can be cheapest. Maybe you can have the best customer service. Maybe you can have the best YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels. You're the best social media guy, or I don't know. You have a full head of hair and you're just crushing it there. I don't know, whatever it is. You still have time right now. But trains leave the state. There's guys who are, some of the people you guys might watch if you watch my channel. Dan's been making moves, Catch 'em All Collectibles Knives with PWCC. He's partnered with them, selling at great rates. Nick, Old School Pokemons, partnered with eBay Live. He's crushing with them. That's just two examples, but there's countless examples of people who are partnering with different people who have built huge whatnot streams, or they're cracking slabs. They know how to crack the right PSA card to get the right CGC grade, or pack the right CGC card to get the right PSA grade, or they're playing this weird optimization of black label lottery, and they're just making tons of money putting a card in one piece of plastic to another piece of plastic. There are people that can have connections with Japan to buy these modern sealed Japanese booster boxes at almost exactly what the lowest you could possibly get it, and they're selling it for a margin. They're making those connections, which will just continue and make them bigger and bigger. There are people who are, have relationships with grading companies, and they can just, negotiate a slightly lower rate, and they can just become middleman, charge that little extra fee, and they're just going to just balloon from there. So there's a lot of stuff happening, and a lot of people getting bigger and bigger, and partnering with people and getting relationships. And it's just, there are separations that have been happening for years, but the separations seem to be accelerating from what I've seen. And, there's going to become a time when a lot of these people are just so big and so optimized to where there'll probably always be top opportunity. Let's be serious. Unless the market completely dies, which then everybody's screwed, so it doesn't really matter. But if the market continues, even at a much slower pace, there's always going to be opportunity for the little guy to get in there, make a little profit here and there, maybe make a little, inroads to a relationship with somebody, or, have that, presence to where they are this guy for this certain item or whatever it is. But it's getting faster. It's getting way faster. It's not just a whole lot of random guys. I say guys just as a term, but it's also women out there, pursuing this stuff and doing it. But it's not just a lot of just one guy operations who are working a 9-to-5 and going on E4, or going on YouTube comments and forums or whatever, and buying collections and flipping it and make a little profit here. I mean, there's guys with employees, there's guys with warehouses, there are guys who are partnering with multi-million, if not 100 million, if not billion-dollar companies that are, getting a push from those companies and are just becoming bigger and bigger. It's happening, right? This trading card industry, it's not. I don't think it's leaving anymore. There's always been that thought. It's like, oh, when is this market? There's so much money in this thing now, to where if it did collapse, it is what it is. But there's so much money, there's so much market, there's so much business in this now, is that it's just going to, the big guys are just going to get bigger, and the people who have this knowledge, who might be not have any social media, might not have any connections, whatever, are just going to get more optimized and learn and already have that knowledge and be another step ahead of the game. And even the guys who might sell a lot, like you might look at me and it's like, well, he sells, he sold 60,000 trading cards last year, 60,000 graded trading cards, probably in terms of volume, 60,000 graded trading cards. I mean, we might be number 2. I don't know who sells more. I mean, Probstein probably sells more than us because we've been around for 20 years and has, once again, connections, and older guy. I mean, who's number 2? I don't know. Who sells more than trading? Who sells more graded trading cards than us? I don't know. And for even a number 2, or even if we're not number 2, number 5, I don't know, in graded trading cards sold on eBay, we sold 60,000 items last year. PSA, one grading company, grades 500,000 trading cards a month. A month. Sometimes 600,000. 500,000. We sold 60,000 in a year. That's one grading company. If you add the BGS and CGC and SGC and all these other grading companies, I mean, you're talking well over 500,000 trading cards a month are being graded. And that's just being graded. You're not talking about the raws, the singles, and people, it's, the industry is crazy. It's crazy. And at some point you just have to say, well, it's not crazy anymore. It's just a market. I don't want to say established market, but I mean, at what point must you admit that this isn't just a few kids opening some Pokemon card boxes, right? It's an actual huge industry. And I've seen the money flow through, the amount of people that buy the cards from us. And it's not just a single person. It is thousands of people, tens of thousands of people buying this stuff just from our eBay store. I mean, the overall market of graded is insane. Like I said, over 500,000 graded. I mean, it's insane. So I guess the point of this video is just to say, if you are thinking about getting a business, buying, selling, trading, whatever it is, vending, on a selling platform, doesn't matter. Trains leaving the station. It's to get that actual big opportunity to actually make some actual inroads and a kind of income that might be really help you out, be it side business, or maybe even if you really do it, it could be a full-time business. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Thanks again for watching, and thanks again for watching. We'll talk to you again soon.